Come on. I want to hear what y'all got to say in the chat. But before I get all the way into it, I'm gonna play what we talking about today. And for those of you watching, once I play this, I'm gonna go and roll my blunt, and then we gonna talk. But basically, Willie D, Stephen A. Smith, basically a couple days ago said that he went at BET for having OJ be a part of their memorial. And he basically said OJ shouldn't be a part of the memorial. So what happened in response was Faizon Love and Willie D called Stephen A. Smith out. And it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm loving the fact that, black men are calling black men out because we're the only ones that can do it. You know what I mean? We're the only ones that have the motivation to do it. White men, we don't want them. One, we don't want them in our business. Two, it's not their business to clean up. It's our business to clean up in house. And so right now I told y'all before about this age of exposure that we in, man. We are in the age of exposure, and it seems like Stephen A. Smith can't go 2 weeks without somebody putting their foot in his ass. And so, so Willie D is now, this week is Willie D and Faizon Love. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play some of what Stephen A. Smith said for y'all, and then I'm gonna play some of Willie D's response, and then we're gonna get back to it. What's up, chat room? Don't look at my dirty desk. But look, let me flip the camera around. Let's hear it. Let's listen to what Stephen A. Smith said.
What's on your mind? Don't bother answering and don't worry about it because I ain't gonna pay attention to you after I finish talking about this. I'm not going back and forth with you. I got better things to do with my time.
Okay.
And damn it, when you're on another television show or another movie, I'm gonna watch because I actually like you. I like your work.
Listen how tough this nigga sounded.
Nothing against you. I'm just talking about this point. That's why you pissed? Over OJ?
Yeah, nigga.
You really need to look at yourself, bro. Really do.
He said black folks need to look at themselves for their stance over OJ. Now he's talking about Willie D.
Ghetto boys.
Here we go. Can y'all hear now?
I like ghetto boys.
Can y'all hear now? Can y'all hear now?
There's certain things I love God.
Let me know if y'all can hear now.
I try to have a forgiving nature. And when I don't want to forgive somebody, I don't engage in vengeance and all of this other stuff. I just don't mess with them. I don't talk to them. It's all right, So Willie D and I probably never speak in life and that.
What the fuck? Listen to this part. Hurry up, nigga.
Stooge. It's one of the names you called me.
You look like a stooge. Yeah, you a stooge, fool. I agree, Willie D.
You called me a monkey.
Yes, you act like a fucking monkey. Agree, Willie D. Listen to this shit.
If you're wondering why I closed my eyes just now, it's because I did a quick prayer and I get your ass.
I gotta play that again.
If you're wondering why I closed my eyes just now, it's because I did a quick prayer and I get your ass.
Hold on.
If you're wondering why I closed my eyes just now, it's because I did a quick prayer and I get your ass. And I won't.
So that's remember yesterday when I was talking about how niggas can talk. You have people like him that can talk the biggest shit to other black people, He ain't never said nothing like that to no white boy ever. Ever. And now he talking about Willie D? Man, that boy Willie D would wax the Staples Center, the Boston Garden, nigga, the Madison Square Garden, the Houston Summit with that nigga's forehead. So I want y'all to see Willie D's response, dog. Willie D had me dying laughing at his response.
Stooge.
Wait, this is one of my Instagram posts. I edited it on Instagram. Listen to this. We gonna listen to that shit again. Listen.
If you're wondering why I closed my eyes just now, it's because I did a quick prayer to knock in your ass.
Let's pretend for a moment that was me. Let's pretend for a moment that I did want you to be scared of me. I know for a fact I would mop the floor up with your ass. I know that for a fact. And I think you know it too. Because I got that get down in me, partner. I got that don't quit in me. I got that don't lose in me. Way too much pride. Way too much. And look, front, homie. Look. I seen your boxing skills. We seen your boxing skills. Anybody ain't seen it? Look it up right quick, Stephen.
Watch this.
Stephen A. Smith, boxing or something like that. Stephen A. Smith.
This on my Instagram.
Or something. And you'll see the punching bag was punching him. Boy don't know a left hook from a fish hook. And I'm supposed to really believe what he's saying.
Here's my man. First of all, my man Steven, you got to keep that left hand off. No wonder you got to dislocate his shoulder last time when you were doing some boxing. And didn't I tell you to stay away from boxing unless I'm in there with you? Didn't I tell you that, Steven? And you promised me you would listen to me. First thing I said, what are you fighting, a pygmy?
Look at this shit.
Well, not for nothing. But are you fighting a midget, my man? Come on. That punch, why, come on.
So you see, oh shit. My bad, y'all. So there you have it. Willie D, I'm just covering because I don't want y'all looking out through my goddamn house. Y'all can still hear me. As you can see, Willie D over here threatening Stephen A. And you saw his punching boxing skills. Oh shit. So what we have here is when we talk about Beta Parts, the great revelation, the year of exposure, the year of things coming out, the year of things being seen for what they are. This what we talking about here? This is what we talking about here? Stephen A. Smith really had the nerve to say, and Willie D had a good response. He's like, I'm getting all in your ass. And before that part that I played, Willie D had the perfect response to that. I think Willie D was like, look, man, my ass is exit only. And every straight man in the world can understand that answer. Don't be, I'm not even gonna crack no jokes about getting in somebody's ass, Stephen A. Yeah, Willie D is a former Golden Gloves boxer from the South. And Stephen A. Smith is somebody with an unverified college basketball career that nobody on the street seemed to be able to vouch for. And he's talking about fighting. Think about this. First off, Stephen A. Smith, in case you don't understand, if you playing stupid, the whole reason why everybody's talking about this is because, look, OJ got found innocent. not guilty. And as black folks, and you wouldn't understand this, Stephen A. Smith, as black folks, we tired of even when a black person gets acquitted by a white court of law, we still got coon-ass niggas we dealing with that want to bring up old shit and act like, oh, the guilty that was given by a court of law isn't good enough. Because we understand that white folks they see OJ as a proxy for all of us. OJ for white people is that nigger that got away. And we understand that. And the masses of black people, the regular black people, the real ones, not you, Stephen A. Smith, we tired of OJ being used as that proxy. OJ was 30 years ago, nigga, let it go. We are in, because OJ happened on my birthday. The chase happened on my 13th birthday, June 17th, 1994. That was 30 years ago. Do people understand that it's been 30 years since the OJ chase? 30 years? And people are still bringing that shit up. Niggas is tired of hearing about OJ. And so him being memorialized by BET, that's probably the only good thing BET did during the BET award show was memorialize OJ Simpson. That's probably the only non-ratchet thing that they did that whole fucking award show. And Stephen A. Smith, being the white mouthpiece that he is, of course had a problem with that. But you see how he talked to Willie D. I almost threatened. It took everything in me. I had to have a prayer to not put my foot in your ass or to not get in your ass. First off, we know that's a cap. Because one, Stephen A., we know good and the hell well you do not want that head up fade with our brother William Dennis. Nigga, William Dennis a goddamn remake LL Cool J's I'm Gonna Knock You Out. He'd be rapping and whooping your ass at the same time and probably get a Grammy for it. That nigga would totally redo LL Cool J's I'm Gonna Knock You Out. But instead of a music video, it being a real video on your forehead, nigga. But why is it that black folks, so many niggas like this, and especially amongst black men, this is something we gotta solve in our society when the ladies aren't around, fellas. Why is it that niggas can act real big and bold with other niggas? But when it comes to white folks, they, yes sir, master. Yeah, I just need to work a little bit harder and make you some money, master. I just wants to work hard and makes you some money, master. That's how these niggas be. And then the minute you get mad at a black person or a black person say something, here you are. Acting all tough. Nigga, please. That's some shit I'm tired. That's that corny shit that I'm through with. That's that corny shit that I'm through with, and I have a zero tolerance policy for when it comes to other black men. Niggas could act real tough with other black men, but then the minute somebody else step in, you know how to all of a sudden choose your words carefully. That's how you know you're dealing with somebody that's probably a hoe ass nigga who ain't. Well, I don't even want to say hoe ass nigga. I won't even say that. It's a good indicator of a hoe ass nigga. But really what it is, you're dealing with somebody who don't mean what they say and say what they mean. That's what I'm trying to say. What's up, Vic Stud? Yeah, you can call it peacock syndrome if you want. You can call it that. But I try not to get into all the syndromes and all these definitions of this and oh, because you don't want to get too caught up in the titling issues, Brother Vic Stat. But I hear what you're saying. But there's a lot of people out there who can give you the title to every element wrong and not give you a goddamn solution for it. All elements are born out of every behavior that we exhibit as human beings is born out of one of two vibrations: fear and love. And most of our insecurities and things that make us act insecure, all of those things that make you act insecure are born out of, they're all fear-based decisions. So one, you have to understand that you're dealing with a fear. That's the first step. You're dealing with fear. You're dealing with somebody's internal fears. Then the next step is, okay, what's the next question? Fear of what? What are these people afraid of? Well, some people are afraid, they don't really know themselves like that, don't really like themselves like that. And they're afraid of whatever they feel themselves are being exposed, which most people's fear of exposure is nothing. You'll find out that, whatever you think is bad, and other people have things just as bad and sometimes worse. So that whatever you're afraid of usually isn't worth the amount of fear that you put out about it. But usually peacocking, whatever, is born out of fear of insecurity, fear of inadequacy, fear of not being enough, fear of being minimized. You see? Yeah, or just acting like a hoe. Yeah. These are fear-based decisions. Fear of the unknown. Yeah. And so when it comes down to it, I'm not really one to, because there's people out there who just be like, they'll see somebody do something, they'll be like, oh, that's this thing, or it's the person having the Freudian such and such, or the Dr. Frankenrich such and such. Like, I don't remember labels like that. I just see behaviors and see how to deal with them hoes. Yeah. Mm. Mm. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So, that's what we're dealing with in this situation. We as a people, it's too many. And I'm glad someone brought that up in the comments. I'm glad you even brought that up, Vic Stat. And I'm glad somebody else in the chat said black folks are really good at, who was that? Oh, yeah, Darnell. Really good at talking about issues, but not taking action. That's one of the things, talking about the issue, having labels for things, and not having actionable solutions. Actionable solutions is where we need to be. What's up, Gemini 605, Head, Black Jesus, Camptown, Texas. What's up to the chat room? Scotty Jenkins in the building. Eating the remix. Appreciate y'all for joining. Vic Stat, Be Original. So that's where we at with. So, and that's something that we as a culture got to really, really look out for. So the whole acting hard and talking hard to each other. And then that takes me into the whole Ryan Garcia situation. That's still going on. And we'll talk more about that maybe tomorrow. I'll see. But Ryan Garcia, for those of you who don't know, boxer, never won a serious championship. Online hype job that cheated to get his only significant win of his career that's since been rescinded, has come out as extreme racist, anti-black, according to him. And then today or yesterday, he recorded like another video, apology video, which I do not accept. Stephen A. Smith and Willie D called him out, didn't say nothing about Ryan Garcia until after Willie D called him out. And what he said about it, Ryan Garcia, was a whole bunch of softball bullshit. Mumbo jumbo. You're already ahead of me, Black Jesus. I'm waiting to see how many niggas take it and accept his apology. I'm waiting to see how many niggas accept his apology. Because I don't. I'll never accept Ryan Garcia's apology. Because for those words to come out of his mouth the way they did, that means he's always thought that way. That means his parents taught him that. And based on what his dad said to Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father, about his hair, about him having monkey hair and the nappy hair, that lets me know that Ryan Garcia was raised that way. He don't have... How many niggas are going to be going around making excuses for this dude, talking about something he had a mental breakdown? You know them niggas is coming. This nigga said that apology was worse than Diddy's. Yeah, Stephen A. gave Ryan Garcia cover. Yeah, he did. Then he tried to say, oh, no, it was Tim Bradley. It was this person. It's not all black people. I love black people. But what about the crime? And, oh, my God. Like, y'all ever notice all these people got their own problems in their groups? White folks got cracker problems. Mexicans got Mexican problems. Asians got Asian problems. Every group got problems. Why does everybody stop to talk about the problems in our group? If your group is in the United States of America, it got problems. America breeds problems. You can be minding your own goddamn business, and here come America dropping our problems like hotcakes. Oh, you doing good? You minding your own business? Problem. That's part of living on Earth is problems. That's what Neely Fuller says. We are all put here on Earth to solve problems. Problems are abundant. They're abundant in every community. Problems are in every direction. You look in whatever direction you're looking in, it's a ton of problems in everybody's society. But society has been trained and taught to focus on our problems as black people. And through focusing on our problems as black people, that gives society and these people time to not deal with their own problems. We as black people, we're the we the problem dumpers. That's what we are. Yeah, you're right. She said he's sorry he got caught telling on himself. Right. You know, everybody got problems, but the way propaganda works, people get to they get to use black people as a respite from their own problems. The way we're portrayed, it gives everybody pause and opportunity for them to say, hey, no matter how bad it is for me, no matter what's going on with me, at least I'm not as bad off as those Negroes. Yep. Somebody said in the chat, he's a black on black violence. He ain't seen the violence in Mexico. Here's the thing, Ryan Garcia has seen the violence in Mexico. Hell, he understands the violence within his own community because I'm sure he's had cousins and family members that have been victims of the streets. I know he's from fucking Victorville in LA, like outside of LA. Ain't nothing but fucking meth heads out there. I'm sure his friends he grew up with in school that are now like serious meth heads. So he knows what it is. But like I said before, we are the ones that society dumps on. So we are the ones that give people respite from their own issues and their own problems. That's what we do. We give people time to not deal with their own shit. That's what we do as a people. People can come over to us, get all up in that world, in our world, and that gives them time to not solve their own problems. I want us all to understand that. Don't take it personal. When you're dealing with people like Ryan Garcia, when you're dealing with people who are like that, who just want to mention black folks out of nowhere, understand you're dealing with a self-loathing, self-hating son of a bitch. And at the current moment, you're just that self-loathing, self-hating son of a bitches. You're in their mood, you're in their time to dump onto you so they don't have to deal with their own shit. Y'all see Billy? Say hi to Billie Holiday. Ultimate New York. I love that song. Why does it feel so inviting? Ultimate New York. Mama Mayhem, Papa Mayhem, but God bless the child who's got his own. That's some Billie Holiday right there. Nigga, that's some funkadelic. Not just knee deep, she was totally deep. Once she did the freak with me. One Nation under a motherfucking groove. Then you got Miles Davis, Summertime. I love that shit. But what's up, Mike C? What's up, Evan? What's up, y'all? But that's where we at with. And make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. And share. I'm not going to be here all day. I got shit to do. But yeah. This is most definitely the certified year of exposure. I've been telling y'all that in my card readings. Where are my card reading skeptics at? Anybody in here that's a skeptic of my card reading skills, let's talk about it. That's right, Sage. I'm always around the music. I got my man Dizzy Gillespie over there. See Dizzy? Music is always going to be somewhere close to me. Now, I didn't catch the Essence Fest on TV. Hell yeah, I like Charlie Parker. I didn't catch Essence Fest on TV. I was thinking I was on the phone with somebody earlier. Y'all, I'm getting old. Y'all see these great chin hairs? This year marks 20 years since my first time going to Essence Fest was 2004. And I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I was thinking, damn, it's been 20 years. 20 years since Essence Fest. My God. I had so much fun. That was back when Frankie Beverly and Mays was still closing it out. Whoa, whoa. Doom, 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 doom. Oh yeah. You think there been one? What's up, Shrub Bryant? Magical say you a skeptic, but not oblivious. See, I don't mind skeptics. Oh, sure, that's you. Okay. Yeah, email me about a card reading. Yeah, definitely email me about a card reading. Like my card reading, I should advertise. I mean, I need to make a commercial for my card reading because I have a few different relationship clients. They swear by my services. I got some more consistent clients that I have that come to me regularly for like monthly readings. He says a lot of foreigners in the SS Fest now. Yeah. Yeah, Hooligan. Willie D is a boxer. Willie D would drag Stephen A. Smith. It wouldn't even be funny, honestly. It wouldn't even be funny. It would be like, yo, stop. This is violent. Stop. What's up, funeral director? It said, what's up, Carl B. Drewski? Hey, funeral director. That nigga look like, y'all remember Idlewild? Y'all remember Percy Sr. on Idlewild? The mortician, Andre 3000's dad? That nigga look like Percy Sr. I'm from Idlewild. This nigga funeral director. That's my nigga Percy Sr. When you get these bodies, you gotta take it serious. Just the problem. You play that music, take it serious. Ain't nobody. I love that movie. I love anything. Outkast ain't never done nothing wrong. Shit. I like 3000's new album. Yeah. Yeah. That nigga look like Percy Sr., boy. Yeah. The flute, hell yeah, the flute joint shit. What's up, Dirty A Cow? God, these motherfuckers. I be waiting for some unique fat jokes, man. Like most of y'all niggas suck. I swear, like 95% of y'all suck. Like fat jokes, I be disappointed because I think of fat jokes so goddamn easily. Fat jokes flow off me like water, and I mean brand new ones. I'm 43. I ain't never had to repeat a fat joke. You niggas been saying the same. That one time somebody laughed at your fat joke in the 7th grade, you niggas been saying that same shit ever since. Y'all suck. A nigga be like, oh, Bizarre from D12, that's unique. Nigga, Bizarre been around 25 years, and you think you the first person that said that, nigga. The only thing unique is how stupid your ass is. You uniquely stupid to think you're gonna drop a name that's been around for a quarter century and think you the first person that said it. God damn, you know how many fat niggas been around since Bizarre? You niggas is going back to the 90s for your jokes. You suck. I mean just straight out. If you gotta go back to the 90s for a funny, if you still saying shit that you was saying at your middle school graduation, and you think, oh, I'm the first one to say it. Nigga, you suck. You lame. You should just stop telling jokes, become a minister, a preacher, like a drug counselor or something, nigga. Just don't tell jokes no more. Niggas be coming in, like, oh look, hey look, you like you had too many sandwiches. That'd be annoying. People be thinking like, oh man, you just mad because I made a fat joke. No, I don't mind fat jokes. But bruh, let's be serious. Nigga, that's your joke? That's the part that be pissing me off. You niggas be thinking y'all saying something wildly unique. Knowing good and the hell well you been saying that same shit since you was 12. And I don't even say that as a comedian. Cause I was cracking jokes I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth, and my wife even vouched for this. I got way less funny when I started being a comedian. Like when you start doing stand-up comedy, you now start to have to be scientific with your comedy. And you start to have to analyze and be able to make people laugh that you don't know. So it makes you kind of start thinking more. So like that loose cannon that I used to have before comedy took that away. I had to actually regrow that muscle to go back into roasting and cracking jokes. I had to regrow that muscle. Like when my first 5 years and 6 years in comedy, oh my God, it took so much. It like my off the cuff funny, like almost abandoned me. Because now I gotta go on stage. I got 200 people in the audience. I don't know nothing about y'all. Y'all don't know nothing about me. So I can't just, like when you with your friends, you could always tell them jokes because y'all know the same people. Y'all been to the same functions. So you could say some funny shit about something that happened and everybody's gonna get it and everybody's gonna laugh. But in stand-up, these people don't know you. They ain't never been around you. You don't know them. Some of these motherfuckers stink. They got other shit on their mind. You got the alcoholic right here that came to heckle. You got the person over here that don't want to laugh because they don't want to get talked about. You got the person who's thinking about some bills. They hear, they want to laugh, but they bills is on the back of their mind, so they can't laugh because they there. And you got to synthesize all that in to a funny set. So all that joking and ranking and snapping, I lost a lot of that. And to the point to where 10 years ago when Teddy Ray started roast me, Teddy Ray called, the three people he called first was me, Craig, and Larry. Craig said, yeah. Larry had just moved back to Houston 2 weeks prior, and I said no. Because at that time in my life, yeah, I had a job that it was hard for me to get, it was tough for me to get off because all that's true. But honestly, the honest to God truth, part of the reason why I said no, because I didn't feel that funny at that point. Like I was at a low point I was at a low point in my life. It was a low point in comedy too, where just like I just didn't feel funny. Like I wasn't feeling it. I had to regrow that muscle. So when I talk about you niggas ranking on somebody and being funny, that's not me talking as a comic. That's just me talking as a regular nigga. When I be with my friends, we couldn't repeat jokes. If somebody said a joke they said a year ago, we'd be like, nigga, you said that. No laughs. I'm talking about the standard I had with my homeboys. When we be at Essence Fest, nigga wasn't gonna repeat no goddamn joke. Yeah, rest in peace, Teddy Ray, man. That was my dog. Try Media, yes, I do appearances on other people's channels. Email me, info@DwannB.com, info@DwannB.com. D-Shep said it right. There are fat jokes and then there are funny fat jokes. Like people who are here that are regulars, like Ben Frank, Ben Frank will tell you, you hit me with a good fat joke, I'm going to laugh harder than anybody else. If you hit me with one, nigga, if it's funny, it's funny. I don't give a fuck. I'm secure than myself, so I don't care. Like, what people say is whatever to me. What people say is whatever, but it better be funny. It's a white head like a chocolate Easter egg. I rate that a 5 out of 10. That joke was a 5 out of 10. It wasn't bad. You damn right, Carl Langley. That is like somewhat of that's like an unwritten FBA rule. If I can't roast you, we can't be friends. Like, nigga, I got my friends. You hang around my friends, nigga. What? It'd be funny to like, and just people I know. Like, I got people I like, and just certain people who like. I was at a shindig about 2 months ago, and Marcus was there. Y'all know Marcus from 5150. I was at a shindig, and Marcus was there, and I was talking about like I was at a fun, and like it was me. It was like I was talking to like a lawyer, and like somebody else who's like deep in the entertainment field and music field, and we was talking about music, and I was like literally breaking down the science behind music. I was breaking down like the instruments and how it correlates to the 4 elements of life. In other words, we was having like a deep conversation. And Marcus was at this party. And I saw Marcus looking at it. And Marcus has this look. When Marcus is getting ready to clown you, Marcus got this look. He kind of like sit back and he be peeping. So I look up, I'm in this conversation. I see Marcus giving me that look. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga Marcus is ready to roast. I'm literally talking like science and music. My head is not in position to roast. I don't even want to roast right now. But Marcus got that look. I'm like, oh shit. And so he hit me with one. And it was funny. But I was gonna because I was so deep in my conversation, I was willing to let that joke slide so I can continue my conversation I was having. Because I wanted to finish this conversation I was having. I'm the kind of person when I get to talking to somebody, I want to finish what I'm saying. I get attitude when I don't get to finish what I'm saying. And right when Marcus hit me with that, somebody, and she probably watched, I ain't gonna say no names, but she said, oh, shit. When Marcus hit me with that joke, now I couldn't get out because we got a motherfucking instigator that was like, oh, shit. And as soon as she said, oh, shit, I knew I couldn't finish my conversation no more. I had to get him. So I just had to, and you know Marcus had one of the most crummy ass suits on. So you know I had to get him. Nigga, I forgot everything I said because I don't really remember my jokes. I say them and I forget them. But one thing I do remember I said, because he had like a turtleneck on, and it was in the summertime. It was in June. The party was in June. I said, this nigga wore a tortoise neck in June. And you gonna say some shit about me, nigga? And me and Marcus started going back, nigga. They fell out like me and Marcus went back for like 10, 15 minutes. And then when it was over, I went right back to talking about music and science. But it's funny because the other people at that party, they don't know me as a comic. I had literally just like, I had that party, I was like, they know me as like the music guy, the guy that be talking music or the person that be hanging out, you know, at this particular person's house. They know me as that guy, you know, they're like, they or the guy that does, they don't really know me as a comic. And the people the person I was talking to, I had just met that person that night. So he don't know me as shit. We just started talking about music and our whole conversation was about music. So, and I wasn't cracking jokes and nothing like that. But then in the flip of a dime, the minute she said, oh shit, I had to get him. But that's part of being black. That's part of our experience as Black Americans, man. We can crack jokes and talk shit and go right back to loving each other. You know what I mean? But I had to get him. So yeah, but it was fun though. But I know when I see Marcus, if Marcus lean back and give me and look, and what Marcus will do is he'll lean back and he gonna look you up and down. He gonna look you head to toe. If you see Marcus do that, nigga, he about to throw some bombs at your ass. But Marcus is funny. I love Marcus. And Marcus don't be throwing bad fat. Like Marcus's fat jokes be funny as fuck. Like they don't be cliches. They don't be the normal. Like Marcus hit you with a joke, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be unique. And I love that about Marcus. Marcus is funny, dog. Like when Marcus hit you, Marcus is funny. What's up, Big E? What's up, ATL? Yeah, our culture is vastly dynamic. Yeah. Yeah, Marcus from 5150. Yeah. He was at the shit. But the person I was talking to was like, I don't know what race he was. I don't know what country he was from. He wasn't like he was a white guy, but he wasn't American white. I think he could have either been European or Argentinian. I don't know. He was a foreign white guy, but he was hella cool, a lawyer, good dude. We say no, good dude. Like y'all know me as militant as I talk. I love everybody. If me and you are cool, me and you are cool. But me and that dude, we talked for like a long time. But when I flipped into them jokes, he was looking like, "What going on here?" And he was looking at me like, "What the fuck just happened?" Yeah, Marcus is funny, dog. I love Marcus. And to see where that brother's ascended through the comedy ranks and just to, growing up, man. I love seeing it. What's up, Deja? Hey, Ben Frank, I'm about to, what's up, Miss D? What I'm about to do is, I'm saying a bunch of corny jokes. I'm about to leave it up to my mods. Mods, if somebody say more than 2 bad jokes, you time them out for 5 minutes and let them think of something funny. If they come back after 5 minutes with bad jokes, then time them out the rest of the day, because it ain't their day. Don't permanently ban them. But because fat jokes. Look, y'all. Is that a lot to ask? Like fat jokes, buck tooth jokes, dark skinned nigga jokes. These are just the easiest jokes. Ugly people jokes. Those are just easy. Really dark, really ugly, bad teeth, fat. Those are just baseline jokes. So to give somebody 2 shots to be funny at a baseline joke, or chat room, mods, should I give them 3 shots or 2 shots? Mods, I'll let the mods decide. I'll let the mods decide. I'll let the mods decide. Y'all could either, okay, Marquis says 2 shots. All right, you the mods. So if the first one ain't funny, cool, let it slide. If the second one ain't funny, then they get 5 minutes off. And in that 5 minutes, don't leave the chat. Let's give you 5 minutes of me talking. 5 minutes is more than enough time for you to think of something funny. If you can't think of a funny fat joke in 5 minutes of me talking, sorry to break it to you, but you probably don't have the juice. But if it's funny, then hell yeah, let's roll. Stay and keep cracking. As long as it's funny, keep cracking jokes. Somebody named Virgin Egghead Jerome keeps talking. Come on, Miles, where y'all at? There we go. Now the Miles said 2 strikes. I could have done the Miles. I'm cool with 3, but the Miles said 2. Yeah, we here for the game. Yeah. Do I do y'all like look? If when I decide to go there, I make you niggas laugh. Then I go back. I don't waste y'all time with bad jokes. Do you hear me? Just when I decide to go on a tangent on jokes on somebody, do I never not have you niggas belly aching? I'm not gonna waste y'all time with 30, 45 seconds of me monologuing unfunny shit. What kind of man would I be if I did some shit like that? You dig? Yeah, read the room. Read the room. Read the room. And another thing I don't take is somebody who get mad at me for being who I am. If you made a certain judgment that I'm a certain way, I'm not gonna sit and argue with you over that. I'm gonna keep being that way, and either you gonna get in line with it and be cool with it, or get the fuck on. I'm not gonna. One thing I'm not gonna do is argue with you over who the fuck I am. Oh, Courtney G. Hey, Courtney G. You said I going on Boyce Watkins' teeth. Hey, I found out. Do y'all know I found out like earlier this week that Boyce Watkins got me blocked. Boyce got me blocked. I did not know that. All the shit I said about Boyce, cause I don't know. Hey, I probably would block me too. I don't say nothing mean to him. Like, you know what's funny about it with Boyce? Like, I got a person, I know somebody that just how I observe from a distance, that's gone through like a lot of things online, and I just kind of noticed with Boyce, just in my own mind, I was like, at least Boyce don't be doing dramatic shit like that to these people. And I decided to back off. And but I've said a lot of stuff about Boyce's teeth and everything. Oh, it just hit me. It just hit me. Hey, see, look, there goes somebody else in the chat room that just said it. That's the 5th person that thought that they were the first one to say Bizarre from D12. And it will be somebody named Martinez. No disrespect to most to the Mexicans I'm cool with, but Mexicans, y'all sure is good at doing shit niggas was doing 20 years ago and thinking it's hip. Yeah, Chubby just tying them out just off top for that. Get your late ass out of here. But it just hit me. I did on Instagram, like Vicky Dillard had said some shit about that's what it was. About a month ago or less, Vicky Dillard said something about Boyce, and I retweeted it. That's probably why he blocked me. Cause I know I know I wasn't blocked when I retweeted that. I know I was because I clicked on his profile. Cause I think I tagged him. That's what it was. I reposted something Vicky Dillard said about Boyce. That's what it was. And I got love for Vicky. You know, people got and this one thing about this whole black conscious space if y'all notice, I pull back from I don't do Twitter spaces like that anymore. I pull back from everything, everybody, man, because it's just that people, I don't like the whole zealot thing people be on. And I don't like how people judge people who think this. It's just too much shit. I'm DwannBrown. I'm me. I'm not in, I'm down with black people. That's who I'm down with. Overall, I'm down with all of humanity. I am. But all humanity don't defend black people. We're the most marginalized people out here, and nobody helps us. So I call myself an ally to my people first. And anybody that's cool with that agenda, I'm cool with them. I ain't got nobody that's on some other shit. But I'm down with black people first because nobody seems to help us out. Nobody seems to care about us, especially our own. Oprah would rather build a school in Africa than educate Chicago. You dig what I'm saying? People like Boyce Watkins like to use black people as a whipping tool to elevate themselves. You got, and overall, I like Boyce's whole financial thing or whatever. But you see him on Twitter, he be the first one to, what about the crime in Chicago? And now look at my business school. I'm better than them niggas. Like, we get whipped on by people who say they love us. We always get whipped on. We get whipped on by our politicians. We put these politicians like Kamala Harris in office just for them to turn around and whoop on us. We put Obama in office just for them to whoop on us. We put Nixon in office for him to whoop on us. You know what I mean? Everybody likes taking a turn to whoop on black people. So if you want to ask me who I'm down with first, I'm down with black people first. And that is not out of hate of anybody else. I don't hate nobody else. But I am giving extra special care and love to the people who don't receive enough extra special care and love. Like, if you see a wounded animal, that's gonna need a little bit more attention than the animal that whose paws are fine. You got a group of dogs out there, and one of them. This is for you white people because y'all tend to understand dogs better than you understand our humanity. So, if you see a dog with a bleeding paw, you're gonna give that dog with a bleeding paw a little extra care and love than the dogs whose paws aren't bleeding. So I have compassion, and I understand that. And you see me, who are the first chat room? Who are the first people that I chastise? Before I chastise white people, who do I chastise? Us. So it's not to say I don't believe in chastising us. It's not to say that we do believe we should chastise ourselves, but it should be with love. It shouldn't be a criticism. It shouldn't be what's wrong with these niggas in Chicago. We know what's wrong with Chicago. 10 years ago, President Obama in 2013, allowed over 100 schools to close in Chicago when he could have given them emergency funds when their funding fell short. And people, listen, I'm not from Chicago, but I heard the residents of Chicago say, hey, if these schools close down, these kids are going to have to go through different neighborhoods, which is going to incite more violence. We need help. And he ignored them. And I understand basic laws of cause and effect. If you put 100 people in an environment that only has resources for 70 people, and you put 100 people in that environment, 3 out of 100 are going to resort to violence for their sustenance. That's nature. Some are going to adapt. Most are going to find a way, but a handful are going to be violent. And if 50 murders or 50 shootings happens in Chicago over a weekend, or say, last year, say, just say 1,000 people get murdered in Chicago for a year. Well, in a city of 3.5 million black people, 1,000 people dying by the gun, although it is a lot, it's statistically it's an anomaly. When it comes to stats, if you take a statistic class and you see something happens 1,000 times in a land of 3.5 million people, that's called an anomaly in statistics, meaning it's so far out of what you can expect on a day-to-day basis, it's almost not worth talking about. That's not me talking, that's statistics. And somebody like Boyce Watkins, who's a mathematician, to understand this. We know the issues with Chicago. It's a lack of economic opportunity. And you're a man, Boyce, that preaches about economics. And when people like Boyce talk about Chicago and talk about black people, he don't do it from a base of love. He does it from a base of judgment, like what's wrong with these people. If they did it this way, if they did it this way and not that way, we wouldn't have these problems. Like, shut the fuck up. People, you got people who was molested when they was 6 months old, not knowing why they're fucking crazy because they don't have that memory. You know how many of our babies was molested before the age, before they could remember? They just fucking crazy now and don't know why. The menticide on our children, they watch TV, you ain't shit. In the commercials, the black kid is always the one falling, and the white kid is the one that got to pick the black kid up and get him across the finish line. The imagery in the cartoons always has the little black dainty person and the powerful posing white person, which makes you minimize who you are. Then you go to school and you have an education system that says you ain't shit. Learn about these Europeans, learn about these Indians, and they don't tell you you was the Indians and the Europeans. They don't tell you you set up the European monarchy. They just tell you, look at these white people who run the monarchy now. And you get mentally harmed and mentally hurt through the lie of omission. The lie of omission is the most dangerous lie because if you just omit somebody, you don't have to give them a direct lie. They get the feeling that they weren't there. And we have all of these combined factors going on as a people. And the fact that only 1,000 people died of murder in Chicago and not 10,000 is a fucking miracle, given all the shit that we go through in this country. You live in a country that you built just to see in Cicero those other people taking over and getting a foot over you based on your right, just to see on the other side these Italians and all these other groups come in and stand on your head to get on top. Nigga, we lucky 100,000 black people don't kill each other in every city every year with all the shit we dealing with. And we got so-called financial experts that want to use these people as bullet bags, as proverbial bullet bags to push their own fucking agenda. Hell, you think I give a fuck if Boyce Watkins blocked me? I can't break bread with no nigga like that. Now, as far as doing what he do what you do. But I'm going to do what I do over here, and I'm cool with him blocking me, and I don't care. I just brought it up because it was funny. But when I saw it, I wasn't offended. You go your way, I go my way. I get it. Man, you got two different point of views on how to approach this thing. And that's fine. But what do I always tell y'all? What's my example on that? When it comes to building a nation, everybody ain't got to agree. Everybody ain't got to agree. Vice President Byrd killed the Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton in the infancy of the United States. And guess what? The United States continued and still got built. Shit happens. People don't get along. People see things differently. It don't stop the mission. it don't stop the fact that although I disagree with Boyce's politics, he at least for a few years was bringing on Dr. Claude Anderson, and we got to hear more Dr. Claude Anderson for a few years because of Boyce. I'm always gonna be cool. I can't unlearn that. I can't be like, oh man, fuck you. Having the chance to hear for an extra 2 years Dr. Claude Anderson, Boyce did that. You know, it don't change the past. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, I also saw that like with Boyce, I don't like the pattern I see. I saw the pattern of, damn, you brought in Cynthia G, that poison. You know how it is. Remember Harlem Nights? Let's go back to the movie Harlem Nights. Remember when he made old boy put his fingers in the piano? Why did he have to put his fingers in the piano? Because he brought Tommy Smalls in. Tommy Smalls was the one that was the mole in the organization. So when you discover a mole in the organization, somebody that's against what's for the greater good of the people, you question the person that brought him in. Let's bring that to the people who were platformed under this man's mic. People who we probably never would have heard of without his mic. Cynthia G. I did an episode of Fox Soul with Cynthia G. Y'all see how that went. Yvette Carnell. That's a weirdo right there. Now, I like her message or whatever, but that whole trying to be a leader. Yvette Carnell blocked me back in like 2018 over some shit I said about Dr. Claude Anderson. Because she tried to talk about some leadership shit. And I was like, Dr. Claude Anderson, the only reason why I even have an ear to listen to what you guys are saying with ADOS is because you're saying something familiar where I heard with Dr. Claude Anderson. It sounds like a more updated 2016 version of Dr. Claude Anderson. That's all it is. And she was like, well, and she went in on Dr. Claude Anderson. And I was like, well, who are you? And she blocked me. That was like 2017 or 18. So, but she's weird. You brought in that. And then you got all these women. Then so you brought in two people who just are sour. And then you got people like Michi X. She's complaining about a money situation or whatever. And what she dealing with, when I forgot the video that Vicky put up. The only reason why I retweeted it is because, and I don't really have a relation. I don't really know if Vicky did her like that. I never met her. Like, I was mad when I was in Dallas at Tariq's convention 2 years ago. Last year, Vicky was there, but I didn't get a chance to meet her because I was in and out. And I wish I did get a chance to meet her, but I don't really know Vicky like that. But I remember whatever she was talking about, it sounded like shit that Michi X complained about too. And when Michi X said something, I didn't say anything. I was just kind of like, man, Boyce is still good. He out here doing another financial advisor. You know, when I saw the Cynthia G shit, I didn't say nothing. I was just like, I'm like, man, it's two women who are just straight up poisonous that you put on, and it's another two complaining about the same shit. And co-signed Jay Morrison. That's another thing I was kind of like noticing. There was one clip that I saw, Boyce. He was talking about black people, why black people should warn each other about why we should. It was a tweet he put up, and he was talking about Chicago, and he was talking about why black people support criminal activity. And I responded, but I wish you had the same kind of heat towards Jay Morrison. Like, it's one thing if somebody else endorses Jay Morrison. It's another thing when a financial advisor. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I was getting a call. Make sure y'all can hear me. It's another thing when a financial advisor Am I tripping? Is a financial advisor recommending of something related to finance? Does that not take on a different weight than your favorite YouTube influencer who talks about, I don't know, whether you like sports or black empowerment, general topics? Does the financial advisor not take on a different weight, especially when you trust that financial advisor? So I started adding up 2 and 2. And I'm not here to say that Boyce is I don't think he's anti-black. I do in my heart. I do believe Boyce loves black people. I do. I do. I don't think he's anti-black. Hell, I don't think he's any kind of mole or anything. I don't think none of that about him. I don't think he's a grifter. He charges a price for a product, and people can either choose to buy or not buy. That's not grifting to me. If somebody charges you for something and you believe whatever they're charging you for is worth the purchase price, they're not grifting. They're operating in business. So I wouldn't call him a grifter either. But the way he shunned responsibility, that's where that made me look at him funny. The shunning of ownership of it. The way he just dismissed it. Well, I just, I made a call and, sometimes investments go bad. I invested $10,000 out of myself. I lost $10,000 and on to the next thing. Now, what about crime in Chicago? Nah, homie, that's what Fox News do. But yeah, that's why I think he blocked me when I retweeted something Vicky Diller said. And there's a lot of people out there who don't like Vicky. That ain't my problem. I like Vicky. Personally. I don't think she hustles. I haven't gone to one of her classes, but a lot of people do. And there are people who go to her classes who get value out of her classes. How do I know that? She's still doing classes and people are still going to them. So whatever she's doing, people will continue to support it. And they get something from it. I don't know Vicky like that. But it's people out there who love her. Just like there's people out there who love Boyce. And I'll never tell nobody not to love any of them. You pick and choose. Love them both. I don't care. Y'all play y'all cards the way the fuck y'all play y'all cards. I play my cards the way I play my cards. And I'm the king of clubs, goddammit. I got my own world. And my world has little to no to zero to not 1/5 of a fuck of a time to worry about whether or not somebody wants me to play a part in their world or not. We got somebody who's up in here that ain't been in my chat room in 2 years. Talking about some fam. Are you black using the word fam? He said you once said Jay-Z once sounded like Memphis Bleak. SMH, poor take. Nigga, get in line with the topic, first of all. Second of all, what the fuck are you talking about? Everybody who know who Memphis Bleak is said Jay-Z took his style. So sit your clown ass down. I didn't create that narrative, nigga. People who know the niggas created the narrative. And I sat back and looked and was like, because I didn't know who Memphis Bleak was at first. I had to go back and look at Memphis Bleak. I was like, oh yeah. Time and date. This tape came out before that tape. And before this tape came out, he sounded like that. Then when this tape came out, he sounded like this. Now, you ain't got a time on my Marquis. Don't go too crazy with the timeouts. Don't go too crazy with the timeouts. Let the crazies, as long as they ain't been disrespectful, let them roll. Let them roll. They got, as long as they one can't be disrespectful, they two can only get two bad jokes. Yeah, the Drake archetype. Yep, Black McBain. Now, that's all good, Marquis. You didn't know. I don't be going around laying down hard rules for my mods. There's some channels I used to listen to. They mods be having to have meetings. They channel be having meetings with their mods and shit, and having rules. You got to be at every show. Like, goddamn, nigga, ain't nobody getting paid for this. Don't trip. I be having people hit me up. Dwan, your mods be too emotional. Nah, sure. I'm not on my. I can't read nobody. I'm not on my computer right now. Yeah. Jay-Z is Jay-Z's a mocker. That's just what he is. And if you're a Jay-Z fanboy and you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. So, going back to Stephen A., I'm just so glad this year of exposure is exposing everything. It seems like Stephen A. can't get a break for nothing. Stephen A. can't get a break for nothing, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. I'm loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. Nah, I didn't see the James special. I want to, but I've been busy as hell. Yeah, Stephen A. is lucky that Willie D just took that like a man. He lucky Willie D. Willie B is a grown ass. Willie D ain't gonna be phased by no bullshit Stephen A. Smith say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good seeing him be exposed. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when I saw that, because I didn't know, boy. That's just how I found out boys blocked me. Kindle, Kindle hypnosis. And by the way, hypnosis with Kindle.com. Her hypnotherapy is like, it's somebody I just recently referred to her. They hit me up and was just like, yo, that shit that was on my head, that shit's gone. Like, it's been like 3 weeks since they session, and they moving. Somebody one of my listeners just recently hit me up, and I'm not, and of course I don't, y'all, people who've done readings to me, or if you've gone through Kindle or somebody, y'all know I don't tell nobody's business online. Although I'm not bound by HIPAA guidelines, I still adhere to HIPAA guidelines because my professional training is in mental health. And if you don't know what HIPAA guidelines are, look them up. Basically, it's confidentiality. You don't tell people shit. And deeper than HIPAA guidelines, man, I got a contract with God, man. That comes down to it. Like when you're a reader like me and I tap into spiritual shit like that, that's like I get a channel when I don't be remembering what I tell y'all when I read. That's a channel. When I pull up the cards talk to me. When the cards start talking to me, I go to work. Man, do you know how spiritually violated I would get fucked up if I spreaded somebody's information that I read? Man, fuck the human law. Nigga, if I went around spreading people's business that I read, nigga, you'll see me walking in a wheelchair like Stephen Hawking. Like, nah, fuck that. Black McBain said, thank you, Black McBain, for spelling right. I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. It's HIPAA. I forgot. When I was at my job, every year we had our HIPAA compliance training. One of the questions would always be, what does HIPAA stand for? And God damn it, somebody give me Black Big Bang, give me the first word, the H in HIPAA, and I might be able to remember the rest. Black Big Bang, just give me the H in HIPAA. Or the Health Information Privacy Portability Act. The Health Information Portability Privacy Act. Okay. Health Information Portability Privacy Act. Yeah. The HIPAA guidelines. But fuck HIPAA. Nigga, I'm not going to violate God. That's a God-given gift that God gave me that gift to read. And I understand that. I'm humble about that gift. That's why I don't brag about being that's why it's really hard to market my reading. That's some shit God gave me. Although I learned the technical, I went to school, I read on my own, and I'm constantly studying. Not a day goes by that I don't pick up a book on either astrology or cardology to sharpen my skills, but I don't be remembering what the books say when I read. God just talked to me, and I just say what the fuck come through. So I don't play around with that reading shit, man. I don't play around with that. But yeah, it was Kendall. She's the hypnotherapist, and we don't even talk. Like, I can refer somebody, and only thing I'll know from her is, oh, your guy you referred, he came. That's the only thing she'll ever tell me, and I'll never tell her anything I said about you guys in the cards. Or anybody else I refer you to. We don't play like that. But yeah, she tagged me into something on Twitter, and it was like, this person selects who use their tweets. Blocked? I got blocked by boys. Did his teeth do it by accident? Did he go? What's up, Question H? Health Insurance Portability Accountability Act. That's it. I used to get that question right every year on my test. Did I not tell y'all when I left mental health, that job in mental health, that shit fucked my head up. Like, y'all been thinking I'm playing. That job fucked my head up. Fucked me up. Man, that job fucked me up. I forgot most of it. I just forgot it. Like, every now and again, I'll remember a client. But I got about 5 to 10 clients I remember, and I had well over 600 in the time that I was there. I can't remember them niggas' names. None of that, nigga. Thank God. I thank God every day for just wiping that memory clean. That memory gone. I was saying I couldn't even. People starting to call me now. I gotta get off this. I gotta get out this and make these calls. I'm starting to get calls and shit. I gotta stop talking to y'all. I got shit to do today anyway. But thank y'all for listening. Book your readings and shit. DwannB.com. I'm about to release some. There go another one. There go another one. There go another one. Y'all see it, chat room? Marquis Chubby, both y'all was like, get out of here. That's right, shooters. Get them. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.